The Shelby family is back, and this time they're headed to the big screen. The upcoming Peaky Blinders movie has fans buzzing with excitement, but what do we actually know about it? In this video we're going to be breaking down everything that's revealed about the movie so far, from potential plot lines to characters and an anticipated release date. So let's dive in. Before we begin, please note that the knowledge is only up to date of August 2024. They are set to start filming in 2024, so there hasn't been actually any confirmation yet whether they've started filming, but we can expect to hear a lot more news throughout the rest of the year. So Section 1, the plot. Creator Stephen Knight has teased that the movie will take place during World War II, integrating lesser known history events into the Peaky Blinders universe. World War II takes place roughly around 6 years after the last season of Peaky Blinders, so there is going to be a bit of a time jump. While specific plotlines are still under wraps, Knight mentioned that the movie will focus on the secret and unknown stories from the war, all told through the lens of the Shelby family. We can expect a dark and gritty and explosive chapter that continues the epic tale we all love. Given the historical setting, fans can anticipate interactions with historical figures and events. My prediction that Churchill will be involved within this. So the movie may explore how the Shelby family's ambitions and criminal activities intersect with the global conflict. As it does take place in World War II, I do predict we will see the return of Oswald Mosley, as his character does tie very deeply in line with the plot of World War II, as he does represent the fascists. Section 2, the cast and the characters. Cillian Murphy reprised his role as Tommy Shelby, bringing back the magnetic performance that has defined the series so far. Additionally, Rebecca Ferguson, known for her roles in Dune and Mission Impossible, has been rumoured to join the cast, although her role hasn't actually been officially confirmed yet. As for the rest of the cast, we're still waiting on any official announcements. However, there are hopes that we do see a return from Paul Anderson as Arthur Shelby and Sophie Rundle as Ada Shelby. Given Helen McCovey's tragic passing in 2021, it's uncertain how the character will be incorporated, but her legacy remains integral to the Shelby family story. Personally, I would like to see a return of other characters in terms of Oslo Mosley, Gina Gray and Alfie Solomons. I do think there is enough room to include these characters while also bringing in new characters as well. Sam Claflin, that played Oswald Mosley, said he would love to revisit the character, and Sophie Rundle as Ada Shelby also did mention she would love to return to the Peaky Blinders universe, but neither of these have heard anything about the movie as to date. I do think we'll get some more confirmations on characters later in the year, as they are expected to start filming in 2024. So I'm excited to see who we will see in the movie, as Peaky Blinders has been known to cast some great actors and great characters. And I think one thing that makes Peaky Blinders so good is the actual actors themselves and the characters they portray. Section 3, production status and release date. As of August 2024, filming is expected to have begun in September, with locations likely to include Birmingham, England, and other locations that can authentically represent the World War II setting. The release date has not been officially announced yet, but based on production timeline, we can expect to see the movie premiere sometime in 2025, maybe 2026 as the latest. As with the series, Netflix is set to distribute the film, but it's unclear whether it will receive a theatrical release or premiere exclusively on the streaming platform. There is a Netflix page based on the Peaky Blinders movie, so fans should stay tuned to that, as Netflix do update their pages often. But given the global popularity of the series, Netflix is likely to promote the movie heavily across all social media platforms, and the production team is also expected to adhere to the high production values that fans have come to expect. I do predict by the end of this year we will have a lot more information based on whether they've started another release date. If they don't start filming until the start of 2025, I do predict that the release date will be pushed back to at least 2026. Section 4, expectations and storylines. With such high expectations surrounding the Peaky Blinders movie, fans have been speculating about various aspects. Some theories suggest that the movie will dive deeper into Tommy's psyche, exploring how the war affects him personally and how it influences leadership of the Peaky Blinders. Others are excited about potential new alliances and conflicts, perhaps involving historical figures or rival gangs that were not explored in the series. The integration of historical events in World War II could also bring a fresh perspective, blending the fiction in true Peaky Blinders style. I do think one difference between the movie and the series will be the pacing of the movie. For the movie to be a success, it is going to have to be a high-paced movie, not as slow-paced as some of the episodes within the previous series we saw. Some fans are also very curious about the fate of other key characters and how their story might interline with the new plot lines set against the backdrop of the war. There are plenty of potential storylines that were left open at the end of Season 6, such as Tommy going to war against Oswald Mosley, as this would link perfectly into the World War II storyline. There is also a predicted storyline with Finn Shelby, who was expelled from the family of the last episode of the season for betraying Tommy. Tommy had a new son, which was introduced in the last season of Peaky Blinders as well, so this is definitely something they would explore later on in the movie. But there are a lot of potential storylines that they can intertwine into the movie, and I think for the movie to be a success, they will need to include some of these storylines, but also touch on new storylines for the movie. I don't think it can be something that's based purely off the previous seasons, nor do I think it could be a completely fresh storyline with fresh characters. I think the ideal scenario for the movie is where they intertwine the both of them. Section 5, the creative team. Stephen Knight, the creator and the writer of the series, is back to pen the script, ensuring continuity in storytelling and character development. Director Tom Harper has also directed multiple episodes of the series, is also expected to take the helm, bringing his deep understanding of the characters and settling to the film. Their collaboration has been pivotal in crafting Peaky Blinders universe, and their continual involvement is a positive sign for the movie's success. Stephen Knight's commitment to authenticity and rich character development has been a cornerstone in the series. With its rich history, complex characters and gripping storylines, the Peaky Blinders movie is shaping up to be an unforgettable experience, but at this stage in 2024, there is quite a little we know about it so far. I think once we get that first snippet or that first trailer, there's a lot we'll be able to get from the movie, the characters, the plot, and everything else surrounding it. Make sure to say subscribe because this is a movie I am highly anticipating, and I will be doing more videos about it in the future. Let us know in the comments what are you most excited to see in the movie.